Hello, this is Patrick FFA, or Freedoms for All. I'm just coming at you with another video. Not quite as thought-provoking as some of my previous videos, but I've been talking about things that are maybe a little bit too serious for a while, and I want to talk about something more fun. Music. I like Slayer, I like Flesh God Apocalypse, I like Avenged Sevenfold, I like Megadeth. I'll even admit to liking, I like the Wild Hearts. I like Dark Tranquility. I like anything from heavy metal to rock and roll to melodic death metal to brutal death metal. At some point, the genre names of metal are getting too bullshitty. They're not really actually important, but basically, I love music. I don't know how to play it, but I just love listening to it. I love analyzing it, the meaning of the lyrics. And now, enough generalities and abstractions, and let me tell you what I actually fucking mean. Show you what I actually mean. Or explain more of what I actually mean. Copy break. 1 second, please. Okay. Take an example. The song known as The Fight by Avenged Sevenfold. That song is kind of a thought-provoking thing. It's about how basically maybe you'll just have to listen to it. 1 second please while I find my music player. Where did I put that thing? I'm gonna edit this out probably. Let me just show you what I do when I analyze songs, just what they mean. Here we are. Alright, listen to that song. I'll be stopping at points to explain what some of the lyrics mean, or what I think they mean. Alright, I'm pausing for a second. That first line's a little bit self-explanatory. Basically, we're saying he's stating a problem with society, and it's that in our education system, I believe he's referring to, where we don't teach people, we don't teach people any morality, and we always argue, well, you shouldn't teach morality in school, and maybe that's wrong that we shouldn't teach morality in school, because maybe we need to teach kids why things are important, because if you just give them all objective facts like trivia, you're not actually teaching them anything. To understand things, you have to actually feel it. So we need to teach morality, but not like really strict. We just need to maybe make people think about it. Like, why are those things important? I think we're taught in school that morality isn't important at all, or that it's that there's no need to worry about like why we're doing any of this stuff in the first fucking place. That's one of the things I always hate about high school. It's just, here's all this information. I'm not going to tell you how it's useful, but you have to know it. If you don't know it, you're going to get a fucking F, you little fuck. That's why I hate high school. It's worthless, meaningless nonsense. Alright, I'm going to play a little bit more of it now. Now, I don't know if you caught that, but he was just referring to his grandfather. How his grandfather would work really hard to provide his family with a wonderful life, and then he adds at the end of that statement, alone. He was alone in doing that. He didn't get any fucking help. Or, in a lot of cases, his grandfather might not have gotten the appreciation he deserved for working. I think that working hard, whether it's male or female, should be appreciated. I think we should all try to help out in the small ways that we can, and eventually, hopefully, add up to bigger ways. And I think that That's part of why people who work hard are always so pissed off, because no one else wants to even help. A lot of times. Continuing with the song. Young man is all I'm meant to be. This commonplace is so lazy all the time. All of the videos are so fucking uninspired. More than one idea, more than 1% to fight the fight. Okay, going again. He says this commonplace is so lazy all the time. He's talking about the general public, I believe. And I believe going back to the beginning of the song where he says, you know, what does he say? He says, the problem of society is how we teach and live and believe. Now put these two and two together here. People, the commonplace is so lazy all the time, and the problem of society is the way we teach and live and believe. The idea here is, look, dumbasses, I mean, the reason people are so lazy is because they've never been taught why work is important in the first place. And you might think that's obvious, but not to everyone it's so obvious. I mean, it was never obvious to me. I mean, whenever my dad would say how important work is, I just thought in my head going, yeah, whatever, because I didn't understand it myself, and partly that's my fault, because I'm sure if I asked him, he would have explained, and part of it goes back to, it does go back to the individual level a little bit, you know, because, you know, maybe I'm having selective attention, I'm not being honest with myself, or maybe I'm not working hard enough. You know, these are all important things. So it's not just individuals. I mean, it's not just society, it's also individuals too. But individuals need help from society to learn how to be good individuals. So keep listening. I'm sorry. I'll shut up. Too much talking. And never say, but don't call us the liar. Damn good coffee. These alleys 1,000. I'm sorry I'm singing because I love this song. Helps me focus my energy so much. I'm trying to hold you down. Keep your feet on the ground. And that was just a little, you know, obviously, don't give up kind of motivator. Let me back up. Well, and here he's saying, well, you know, a lot of little spoiled brats. Sorry, I'll pause. A lot of little spoiled brats, you know, they'll say, oh, I want this, I want this, I want that, I want that. And he's saying the chances are if you wanted all that fucking bad, you'd fucking do something to earn it. That's the point he's making. You can't be such an entitled fuck all the time. Not saying I'm perfect, but I'm doing my best to improve my life. And that's all I think anyone can really ask from you, is that you're actively doing what you can. My young man is all I'm meant to be. This commonplace is so lazy all the time. All your ideas are so fucking uninspired. Takes more than one idea, more than 1% to fight the fight. How many times have you told it not inspired? Don't try and get me confused, cause I do understand that sometimes people need help. The thing you have to constrain is that you don't own my fucking hand, and I don't owe you a fucking thing. And why might that be? Why might it be that we don't owe anyone a thing when society teaches us all these things in our lives? It's because every fucking person has to get an education. I really agree with Democrats when they say children are entitled to a fucking education. Because children don't owe their parents shit. Not saying that they should be assholes to their parents because of that, but what it means is everyone, everyone deserves the equal opportunity to an education because no one's chosen to be born. And everyone has to go through this process, so no one owes anyone shit. So when I hate to say it, but when you really far lefters try to pull off this, oh, you owe society for raising you. I mean, yeah, no. Everyone goes through this system. Everyone earns this. And I'm not even trying to say you shouldn't give back. It's just that it doesn't mean that I owe you anything. I'm not obligated to shit, okay? No one is obligated to anything. What we do is why we do things is because it's best in our lives and for the people around us, not because we're fucking obligated to some bullshit you come up with. There is no social contract theory. Fuck that. Uninspired. Explode one as you more than 1% to fight the fight. How many times have you worked hard and not conspired? Honestly, ask yourself that question. I started doing that, and it really caused me to change my perspective. And if you can't honestly do that, you don't deserve to have a fucking opinion. I'm sorry, but no. You don't get to have an opinion about what other people should do before you've taken a considerable amount of time to consider if you've been doing the right fucking thing. And that's basically the end of the song. And the point is that the point isn't that I'm perfect. I mean, I've been learning a lot this semester at Kent State University. I mean, one thing I had to learn the hard way was don't keep your music up too loud for all endless hours of the night because people will get fucking pissed off. I don't know why I didn't fucking realize. I think I was emotionally distraught, but I'm moving on. I'm making the right decisions now to the best of my ability. That is what matters. That you can move on, move forward. Well, that's all I have for you today. I'm sorry I got a little preachy there. It's just, I think that these are things people don't understand anymore. And I think if we can understand it, again, we might actually have a chance of saving this country. We're $18 trillion in debt. We want to point the finger at fucking politicians and corporations. And it is true, they are part of the problem. But the biggest problem is ourselves. Look in the fucking mirror.